what's happening in switching inside the data center. There's been some pretty seismic changes in networking driven directly out of the data center space. When you think about how to build massively scalable data centers, you have to rethink the fundamentals of networking. And we've been partnering with customers, enabling them to do that, not only at the massively scalable side, but also those at the large enterprise and mid-market. Some of these fundamental changes that are happening, not just in networking, but across how applications are deployed, impacting compute and storage, and the entire data center ecosystem. If you go back to the end of 2013, this is why we launched the Metafabric architecture, which is inclusive of routing, switching, security, virtualization, load balancing, compute, and storage, and how all of those elements actually come together to create an agile and efficient way for our customers to be able to go and deploy the most efficient systems securely. Now, at that same time, we launched the QFX10000. We've been shipping it for over 15 months now. This is a platform that married merchant silicon with carrier-class operating system that enabled you to scale from very small networks to extremely large networks. At the end of last year, we announced the OCX10000. This was a platform that took an OCP-compliant device and, for the first time, put a carrier-class operating system on it. No one had done this prior. And we did this because our customers realized the value of Junos and the value of putting Junos into their network infrastructure. Now, what it really means is that we have to earn our customers' business every single day, because putting Junos on top of an OCX platform means that 2 hours, 2 weeks, 2 months, or 2 years later, they can actually take Junos off and put a different third-party operating system on it. So we need to make sure that we're continuing to develop features and functions and agility and scalability that our customers need to deploy their networks and have the same level of agility that they've become accustomed to. But we didn't stop there. What I'm going to be announcing today is 3 fundamental new enhancements to the Metafabric architecture. The first of which we call Junos Fusion. This is a standards-based approach to enabling a single point of management inside of your data center infrastructure. When you combine Junos Fusion with EVPN and VXLAN, it enables you to scale 128 times greater than any of our competitors. This is a fundamentally game-changing technology. It also enables what we call virtual buffer technology. One of the key challenges that our customers face is attempting to deploy new workloads, put additional strains on their network infrastructure. So when you go deploy an application like Hadoop, you end up with bursts or microbursts inside of your network infrastructure. What our competitors would tell you is you need to rip out your top-of-rack switches. We think that that's an unacceptable response. And so we created Junos Fusion to enable this virtual buffering technology so you can keep your physical investment, and with a greater level of agility, you can actually configure virtual buffering on those top-of-rack switches. This is market leading, and this is something that only Juniper offers today. But it's not just about the software. Of course, it's about the hardware. And Rami started to share with you where we're going with our entirely new, from the ground up, built portfolio of switches utilizing custom silicon. Again, if we could have gotten merchant silicon to do what we needed it to do to build this portfolio, we would have used it. However, what we've been able to do is create a seamless platform migration for our customers to go from 10 gig to 40 gig to 100 gigabit Ethernet. This portfolio is a fixed 2RU form factor, which has the highest 100 gig density in the market today. This is over 2.8 terabits of scale and a 2RU form factor. This is market-leading 100 gig E density. But we also have two chassis-based platforms as well. We have an 8-slot chassis, and we have a 16-slot chassis. And each one of those slots is able to have density 2.5 times greater than what Arista can offer with their 100 gig. That's the kind of performance that our customers expect from us, and this is what we've been able to deliver today with this new portfolio of QFX10000 switches. But you also have to put an entire wrapper around it to talk about what's actually happening from a software perspective. And Junos is known for its openness and is known for being able to enable our customers to go and generate any level of integration with the platform. We've had APIs in our platform for over a decade. This is not a new thing for us, but we announced our Junos DevOps suite late last year. And today, we're announcing additional enhancements to that suite to creating an entirely new level of interface into the box through the Thrift interface. We're also extending our cloud analytics engine to enable it to work on the QFX10000. The cloud analytics engine is a product that takes all of the data that's locked inside the physical infrastructure. It enables it to go and be correlated with what's happening in the virtual infrastructure so that customers can make better business decisions. Decisions about where I should place my virtual machine to get the best and most optimal performance. It enables network operations personnel to be able to go and actually solve problems that might have taken hours or weeks, and they can now trouble application and VM service levels in minutes. And it does this in conjunction with Juno Space and Juno Space Network Director. But we're open, fundamentally. This is all about automation, scale, and create. This is about innovation that matters. This is about fundamentally changing the basics of networking for both our enterprise customers as well as our service provider customers.